Hi there, I'm Vanessa Imus, registered dietitian nutritionist. I've been practicing for about 13 years. I'm an expert in weight loss, and I help busy moms to lose weight and keep it off using sustainable methods and really tapping into those habits that they can put in place every day to lose weight and keep it off for good. So what I want to start with is really my first 5 steps to take on your weight loss journey, things to think about and things to implement to make it more like the weight loss is a result of what you're doing than you're just trying to lose weight. So let's get started. Weight loss, we know weight loss doesn't just happen, right? A lot of times if you're overweight, you've been dealing with it for a long time. Now obesity is really identified as a chronic disease, which means much like, let's say, diabetes, you have to do something to manage it to some degree, always and forever. And the nice part though is if you put in a lot of time up front and hard work, then it's going to be easier and easier to manage that going forward. So just think like, okay, I got to put the time up front. I got to do this now, but it's going to pay off dividends going forward because it's going to be easier to maintain my weight. So my number one thing, especially for busy moms, meal planning. So figuring out what your meal plan is for the week, for dinners especially. A lot of people have their go-tos for breakfast. Maybe lunch is just leftovers. That's kind of the easiest. But dinners, you need to make a plan. It's not just going to happen, right? And then if we don't have a plan, what do we rely on? We rely on like packaged frozen foods, takeout, Uber Eats, run through the fast food or through the drive-through, whatever it is. It's not going to be conducive to weight loss. So we need to make a plan for what we're gonna have for dinner. That doesn't mean you have to make something new every single night. It could be, okay, my plan for Tuesday is leftovers because I gotta run the kids to basketball and the other one to swimming and I've gotta go work out or whatever it is, right? You're busy. You've got kids, you're busy, right? So this is gonna help you maximize your time because it's gonna give you a plan. And a lot of people think, oh my God, I gotta sit down and make this meal plan. It's gonna take so long. But think of how much time you spend thinking about dinner and what to make every single day, right? If you add up all that time and then just put it into a chunk at the end of the week, likely you're going to spend less time with that, like planning for the whole week. You're going to spend less time at once than you would if you had to plan every single day for your dinners. So set out a chunk of time, put it in your calendar. Sunday mornings, I'm going to do my meal plan. Sunday afternoons, I am going to do my grocery shopping, which honestly, I barely go to the grocery store anymore. It's all about like ordering drive up. We tend to go to Fred Meyer, do drive up orders, and then anything specialty I need, we run to our local PCC or something like that. My husband does the Costco runs, like figure out how it's all going to work. So also, as you're doing your meal plan, create a list of go-to dinners. Almost every Tuesday, we are having some form of taco meat. It's maybe tacos for the kids, taco salad for me, might be like a soft burrito for the kids. I still am fine with taco salads. It could be stuffed peppers with taco meat. So you might have a theme where it's like every Tuesday, okay, it's taco meat. Every Monday is meatless Monday. I'm gonna make something out of tofu. Like that can help guide you as well. And then having that list of go-to meals, things that are super easy to make, things that you know your kids like or that they'll eat, but you'll also eat some variation of it. That's all going to help. And keep that going forward so you can reference it for those times where your brain's just not working because, right, we know that sometimes happens. And you can reference that so then you can add it to your meal plan for the week. Super easy. I have a whiteboard on my fridge that says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Super simple. My goal, seeing that blank, is really that reminder I need to do my meal plan for the week. And so Sunday, I can put my meal plan up there for the week. And then that helps everybody in the family know, okay, what are we going to have this day? Because my kids don't like surprises if it's like, oh, we're going to have, I don't know, rotisserie chicken with some kale and brown rice. Like they're not super excited about that, but at least they know ahead of time so they're not like, and complaining at dinner, right? Okay, so step 1, meal plan. I know it sucks, but we have to do it. Number 2, keep healthy snacks on hand. So make sure you are trying to get healthy snacks throughout the day. Think of it as an opportunity to add nutrition to your diet. It's not just like, I'm gonna go raid the pantry because I'm hungry and see what's in there, because you're gonna go for the calorie dense foods, the ones that are not as nutritious. So try to plan out, okay, what are my snacks gonna be? Maybe make a list of that as well. I've got some resources on my website www.inutritioncenter.com. You can check out there. So really have some ideas. It's like preventative eating. You're eating snacks so that you don't come to lunch and want to eat 2 plates of lunch or 2 plates of dinner, or you don't pass by your coworker's desk and see that they have M&Ms out and grab some. These snacks are your preventative eating, so you're not making those mistakes. This could be a handful of cashews and apples. Super easy. You got something a little bit salty and crunchy, and you've got something sweet. Great. Other ideas would be like banana and put some peanut butter on it. So you want that combination of some sort of fruit or vegetable, ideally, and then protein and healthy fats. Those will be your best options. You could do some like prepackaged, like Costco sells their little nut packs, or like boiled eggs, something like that. If you're on the go, that would work as well. Or protein drinks, that works as well. All right, number 3, don't skip meals. I know lunch can be so easy to skip. You're either home with the kids and you're like, oh, we're busy. I'm going to feed her or him, whoever you have at home. And then I'm going to do the dishes. And yeah, I'm going to have lunch later. And then you never really get to it. And then you're starving at 3 o'clock. And then you're starting to eat snack foods. And then it's dinner. And then it's snack after that. But really that breakfast and lunch is going to help you avoid the evening snacks, because you're making sure you're fueling your body. You're getting enough calories coming in throughout the day, so that at the end of the day, you're not trying to make up for those calories you missed, because your body's going to say, hey, I'm hungry. Like, I didn't get enough calories today. So if we get them in, especially breakfast, because that's going to fuel our metabolism, get us burning more calories throughout the day. And then lunch is going to help keep our blood sugar stable throughout the day, so we can stabilize our mood and our energy levels and not give in to tempting calorie-dense snacks. So make sure you've got breakfast, lunch every single day. Lunch can be something super easy. It can be leftover dinner. That's the best option. If you have nothing, what frozen fruits do you have? Do you have some fruit or vegetables that are about to go bad? Throw them in a blender, throw some protein powder, some tofu in there, blend it up. That's something, okay? So that's number 3. Number 4, incorporate exercise snacks. Okay, I don't mean more snacks, like food snacks. I mean like, think of exercise as a short burst, could be like an exercise snack. This was a popular term a couple years ago, and I really love it, because a lot of times we think, okay, I don't have time to go work out for 45 minutes, so I'm just not going to do it. But I do have time to go for a 10-minute walk. I do have time to do maybe 3 sets of jumping lunges, one of my favorites. Or I do have time to put on Just Dance and hang out with the kids. Or I do have time to run a couple laps in the neighborhood with one of my kids that might like to run. So thinking of ways to either incorporate your children or get out by yourself, but 10-minute increments. That way you're not overthinking it and like, oh, I don't know if I have enough time. You just do it. And if you stay out there longer, you work out longer than 10 minutes, great. So you're not going to think, oh God, that sucked. Why did I spend 10 minutes working out? No, you're never going to think that. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, aim for at least 7 hours of sleep. And I realize as a mom, especially if you have young kids, mine are 8, 5, and 3, sleep can sometimes be like this really elusive term, like what is sleep? But we need to set a time that we need to be in bed in order to get at least 7 hours. Ideally, it's going to be 8, but if we can get at least 7 hours, that's going to be great. So do some backtracking. I need to be asleep by 10:30, and that means I need to get in bed by 10, because maybe I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to scroll my phone for 10-15 minutes, which means I need to get ready for bed at, say, 9:40 to brush my teeth, put on my pajamas, wash my face, all that kind of good stuff. And so then is there anything else I need to do? Maybe I'm in charge of the dishes tonight. Okay, I got to make sure I do that by 9:20. So think back, and really, going to bed at 10:30 doesn't mean you're going to sleep at 10:30. It means you're going to bed at 10:30, but you might not actually go to sleep till 11:30. So make sure that you really work backwards so you can hit that mark and see what time you need to go to sleep in order to get that 7 hours total of sleep. I mean, it's huge in so many ways. I'll mention just a couple short ways. You actually produce more hunger hormones when you get less sleep. A lot of the studies show that when people get 6 hours of sleep or less, they produce more ghrelin. Grr, I'm hungry. So your body is actually hungrier. That's really hard to fight against throughout the day. And you produce less leptin. That's the one that says, I'm full, I'm good. Another thing that happens that I've seen in research is that your brain is actually acting different. So there is the reward center of your brain and there is the behavior control center of your brain. I kind of like to think of it as like the angel, the devil. So the reward center is like, ooh, you deserve that cookie, good job. And the behavior control center would be like, no, you probably shouldn't have the cookie. You're trying to lose weight. It's not super healthy. So what happens when you are getting way less sleep, these studies were again like 6 hours or less, your behavior control center of your brain, sorry, am I saying that right? No, your reward center of your brain is more active. So it's like it's much easier to say yes to those things that are less healthy. I want rewards. I want that dopamine. That's going to make me feel good. So the reward center is very active. And with this lack of sleep, the behavior control center is very dormant. There's nobody there to say, that's not really a great idea. So then what happens? You're eating more calorie-rich foods, and like we talked about, you're more hungry. So it's really hard to fight against both of those things at the same time. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. It impacts your hormones. It impacts so much. It impacts your mood, right? So those are the top 5 things. Again, planning your meals, dinners specifically, getting healthy snacks between meals, not skipping lunch or breakfast, incorporating exercise snacks, and getting at least 7 hours of sleep. Okay, so now it's time to take action. So figure out what you are going to work on to implement first. I've got lots of ideas here in my blog. I'll send you a link there in the post. And best of luck to you. Have a good day.